Have you ever felt trapped in a version of yourself that doesn't reflect who you want to be? Imagine disappearing for a while and coming back fully transformed, unrecognizable even to those who thought they knew you. We're not talking about small changes, but about a true reinvention, something that profoundly impacts every area of your life. Ready to surprise everyone and become the best version of yourself? So, what would you change today to re-emerge stronger? Tell me in the comments. Everyone carries, deep down, the desire for transformation. But few realize that to truly change, you don't need to run away or wait for an ideal moment. Imagine building your own monastery within your daily routine, like that famous character who turned pain into strength. The secret lies in viewing everyday life as a training ground. In this context, anyone can discover hidden abilities, resilience, and a strength that once seemed distant. And let's be honest, the beauty of growth lies precisely in finding strength where others see limitations. Anyone ready for this challenge needs to understand that it goes beyond simply changing habits. It's an invitation to reinvent oneself. The true path of transformation is as intense as it is rewarding. Imagine a space where you can connect with yourself without external pressures, even if that place is your own living room or a makeshift office. See this environment as your personal refuge, a place where goals and values are renewed. It's not easy, of course, but who said the easy path truly transforms? The first step is to leave excuses behind. Excuses, they're that inner voice that always tries to justify procrastination or a lack of focus. But those who truly want to evolve learn to ignore them. It's a process that demands courage and discipline. And if you need something practical, start by honestly listing everything you wish to change about yourself. Small steps, you know? That's the secret that many don't share, but it's one of the pillars for building a more fulfilling and authentic life. The path of self-transformation is full of ups and downs, and that's part of the learning process. For example, by setting daily goals and a weekly plan, a person starts to experience the impact of each choice. Each victory, every small triumph, fuels the motivation for the next step. It may seem simple, but over time, this cycle of small achievements is what brings real transformation to life. As they say, a wall isn't built in a day, it's done brick by brick. Another important point: value the process. Many only look at the destination, but those who know how to appreciate the journey find meaning even in difficulties. Imagine that each challenge is an essential piece of the puzzle you're putting together. Small daily rituals, like meditating at dawn or journaling at night, transform the experience and bring value to the details that once went unnoticed. Change isn't an event, it's a series of daily decisions. For those who want to speed up this process, I recommend a simple yet powerful tool: mindful breathing. Whenever you feel stressed or pressured by the routine, stop and take a deep breath. This small act helps center the mind and reminds you that, deep down, you control the narrative. Transforming the mind is as essential as transforming the body. If you're willing to go deeper, try guided meditation exercises, which help align thoughts and build focus. In today's video, besides the main themes, I'd like to share something that's made a difference for me. Recently, I started using CineBoost, which has helped me improve focus, energy, and even reduce daily anxiety. If you're interested in learning more, check the pinned comment. And the best part is, you only pay for the shipping. True change requires commitment, and nothing is more effective for shaping new habits than a challenge. A 90-day period with clear and non-negotiable goals works as a powerful process of self-transformation. It's not just about testing limits, but about reprogramming the brain. Think of it as an intensive phase of personal development, where each day is an opportunity to reinforce purpose and create a rhythm. This 90-day commitment is like a pact with yourself, demanding total dedication, like a personal transformation contract that no one else can break. When starting this challenge, it's crucial to clearly define what truly matters. It's common to feel excited and want to tackle everything at once, but the secret is to prioritize. For example, set 2 or 3 central goals, like meditating daily, exercising regularly, and cutting down on digital distractions. This helps create focus and prevents energy from scattering. Those who focus on a few objectives achieve more solid results, while those who try to do everything end up lost. A focused goal, in essence, is worth more than 10 scattered desires. Discipline in this challenge doesn't mean total rigidity, but rather consistency. Those who commit daily, even when facing difficulties, experience the power of resilience. It's like nurturing a plant. It requires daily care, a bit of water, and sunlight. Progress may be slow, but each day brings visible growth. The mind, like a muscle, strengthens with this routine. Some people keep a journal to track their progress. Others prefer monitoring apps. Any method is valid as long as it helps maintain commitment. And of course, there will be tough days. Those moments when willpower seems to evaporate. On those days, remembering the why behind starting the challenge is essential. The initial motivation may hide, but those who remember why they committed can regain focus. An interesting strategy is to have a vision board or a reminder on your phone with the main goals. Something that, when seen, renews energy and reminds you that today's effort will be tomorrow's victory. Some people like to associate this challenge with a reward, which is a great way to stay motivated. Imagine, for example, celebrating the end of the 90 days with an experience that symbolizes the progress, like a small trip or a new acquisition. This reward doesn't have to be grand. The important thing is that it symbolizes the effort and brings a sense of achievement. This practice helps make the commitment more tangible and enjoyable, creating a positive expectation and helping overcome low motivation days. However, it's crucial not to rely solely on the final reward to stay committed. The greater reward lies in daily transformation, in the joy of seeing personal progress. With each goal achieved, you're a step closer to the person you want to be. This strengthens the spirit and builds self-confidence. As they say, success isn't the end but the journey. And at the end of 90 days, you'll find a new version of yourself, ready for new challenges and fresh starts. If you want to be part of this journey of transformation and don't want to miss any tips, subscribe to our channel. In each video, we bring insights to help you reach your goals and grow in every aspect of life. Having financial independence is, above all, about building a solid foundation to live with freedom and purpose. Those who understand the value of not relying on others for basic needs are already a step ahead. Financial independence allows for bolder choices and offers space to invest in personal growth. Imagine being able to choose projects that truly make sense without the pressure of a paycheck to meet monthly expenses. This is the power of financial freedom. It's more than money. It's security and possibilities. The path to this independence can begin with small steps, especially in the digital world, where so many opportunities are available. Today, anyone can explore ways to generate income online, from freelancing to content creation or investing in digital assets. A practical example is starting to build a financial reserve from extra earnings. Platforms like freelancing sites, affiliate marketing, and even social media can serve as first steps to create a side income and expand opportunities. Setting a clear financial goal is also essential. After all, knowing how much is needed to cover expenses and create a comfortable reserve helps plan investments better. Imagine a monthly amount that covers necessities without depending on a single income source. With clear and achievable goals, building this path becomes much more realistic. Many start with small amounts in low-risk investments, like fixed income funds or dividend stocks. Gradually, these amounts grow and open new opportunities. Consistency is another powerful ally in this process. Financial independence doesn't happen overnight. It's a patient and continuous construction. Every action, from saving small amounts to diversifying investments, contributes to creating a solid foundation. For this, it's important to adopt a first invest, then spend mindset. Those who set aside a portion of their income early on create the habit of prioritizing wealth and security. Another important aspect is financial knowledge. To achieve this independence, it's essential to understand how money works. A practical example is reading books on the subject, like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or The Richest Man in Babylon, which cover the mindset and financial strategies needed for growth. Knowledge is a long-term investment that changes how we view money and opens new perspectives. Besides generating income, finding ways to reduce expenses is also a valuable strategy. Often, adjusting small daily expenses makes a significant difference over time. For example, creating a monthly budget helps visualize where the money is going and identify potential cuts. This adjustment frees up more resources for investment, accelerating the path to independence. A well-organized financial life is more than a goal. It's a tool for building autonomy. Thus, with a solid financial foundation, each personal challenge becomes easier to face. When there's no worry about financial dependency on others, it creates space for more conscious, less impulsive choices. This provides confidence and autonomy to pursue larger dreams and goals. Living in monk mode is a powerful practice of self-discovery and growth, removing distractions and creating a space of absolute focus. This concept goes beyond simply cutting down on social media or reducing time spent on aimless activities. It's about connecting with priorities and building a routine of self-care and discipline. When adopting monk mode, one gains a mental clarity few ever experience. Life takes on a more defined purpose, and minor distractions lose their power. One of the most effective ways to enter monk mode is to establish non-negotiable routines. Think of practices like daily exercise, meditation sessions, and reading time. These are anchors that maintain focus and discipline even on the most challenging days. Those who commit to these activities feel over time that self-control grows and the mind strengthens. For example, the practice of waking up early creates an advantage over the day, where the first hours are used for personal development before the world awakens. During this period, removing sources of distraction becomes essential. Social media, for example, can be a time sink and a source of unnecessary comparisons. Imagine a world where your focus is dedicated solely to what matters, with no interruptions stealing your attention. A practical strategy is to silence notifications or even uninstall apps that don't contribute to your progress. Those who adopt this practice soon notice increased productivity and a sense of lightness. Another pillar of monk mode is the commitment to emotional self-sufficiency. By distancing oneself from external influences, one learns to deal with emotions without depending on external validation. A practical example is reserving moments for self-reflection and reconnecting with what truly matters. This practice can include journaling, where thoughts and feelings are organized and analyzed. This self-sufficiency provides a peace that many seek externally, but can only be found within. When adopting this lifestyle, distractions cease to be obstacles, and self-awareness becomes the foundation for every decision. This is an opportunity to truly understand what you want and focus on each step that leads there. Even relationships change as one begins to value meaningful connections more and superficial interactions less. Monk mode isn't isolation. It's an invitation to connect with the essential. Those in monk mode also learn to appreciate simplicity. Life becomes lighter upon realizing that you don't need much to be happy, only enough to feel complete. The practice of simple habits, like mindful meals or quality time in nature, contributes to this well-being. This path teaches one to focus on experiences and moments, not on material things or an endless pursuit of status. And so, monk mode reveals itself not as an escape from reality, but as a way to connect with what is truly valuable. It opens doors to mental clarity and a purpose that transcends daily distractions. And the next journey, once this mentality is adopted, is the physical challenge, a tangible test of all that self-control and self-knowledge. Making a physical commitment is a powerful way to test and strengthen resilience. Those who decide to take on a physical challenge, like a race, endurance test, or even a radical change in exercise routine, put into practice what they've learned mentally. This kind of commitment goes beyond the body. It reaches the mind, shapes character, and demands a determination few ever develop. It's like a promise to oneself that every effort is worth it, and that, in the end, a stronger, braver version awaits. This type of event requires preparation and planning. No one decides to run a marathon overnight. Preparation starts with smaller but consistent steps. Daily training, dietary improvements, and a mind focused on the goal. For those seeking a practical example, consider breaking the challenge down into smaller stages. If the event is 3 months away, set monthly goals to gradually increase conditioning. This makes the process less intimidating and more manageable. Dedicating oneself to a physical challenge creates a responsibility to oneself, a daily commitment that becomes part of the routine. Each day of training confirms this commitment, a small step toward the final goal. The feeling of accomplishment after finishing a workout or reaching a new milestone is motivating and serves as fuel for the days ahead. And more than that, the body starts to respond. Endurance increases, strength grows, and physical preparedness advances. Another benefit of this type of commitment is its direct impact on self-esteem. Every workout, every effort, every victory strengthens the confidence that one is capable of much more than previously imagined. Imagine looking back and seeing how far you've come since the beginning. This vision creates an internal certainty that with dedication, any challenge can be faced. It's like a constant reminder that there are no insurmountable barriers, only challenges yet to be overcome. Engaging in a physical challenge also develops a resilient mindset. In moments when the body and mind ask to stop, persistence emerges. Those who continue even in the face of difficulties learn to cope with discomfort and push past limitations. This skill of enduring and growing in the face of discomfort transfers to other areas of life. A physical event, therefore, is more than a test of endurance. It's training for life. In the end, the sense of accomplishment is immeasurable. Upon crossing the finish line, metaphorically or literally, there is a profound transformation. The person is no longer the same as when they started. They are stronger, more determined, more confident. And this triumph creates a chain effect, generating motivation for new challenges and proving that the effort is worth it. This physical commitment deep down is an invitation to rediscover one's potential. And of course, this entire experience opens up a new area to work on: personal appearance. With renewed strength and confidence, the next step is to reflect this evolution externally, adjusting style to be an even stronger reflection of who one has become. Appearance is the first business card we offer to the world, and enhancing personal style is more than vanity. It's a reflection of the care and confidence we've built. Those who pay attention to their style start to notice that small adjustments make a big difference in how they feel and are perceived. It's not just about clothes or accessories, it's about communicating something authentic and unique. Imagine the impact of choosing pieces that truly express who you are and what you want to convey to the world. Personal style goes beyond following trends. It's about understanding what works for each person. A practical tip for starting is to look at your wardrobe and identify which pieces bring comfort and confidence. Over time, it's possible to create a look that not only reflects personality, but also complements physique. For those who like a practical example, imagine a color palette that suits your skin tone or a classic piece you can wear on various occasions. These subtle choices elevate presence and leave a lasting impression. The adjustment in personal style can have a ripple effect on productivity and well-being. Wearing something that brings confidence changes posture, lifts mood, and even affects the way you speak. This effect often leads to a more assertive and confident demeanor. And the best part is that it doesn't require a radical transformation. Small details like a well-fitted shirt or a discreet accessory can make all the difference. This process of discovering personal style is a journey of self-knowledge. Those who enhance their style also begin to notice the impact on relationships. The self-confidence transmitted through appearance creates a more immediate and sincere connection with others. People notice and respond more positively, whether in professional or social settings. A refined but accessible style reflects respect for oneself and others, and this opens doors. It's like a non-verbal sign of assurance, something many notice without you needing to say a word. To evolve personal style, it's worth seeking references and exploring inspirations. Fashion websites, style books, and even social media profiles can provide valuable ideas. But remember, the true essence lies in adapting these inspirations to your own reality, not in following trends. Fashion is fleeting, but style is enduring. Each chosen piece, each detail, is an expression of authenticity. And those who seek inspiration without losing individuality build a style that's always true to themselves. Over time, personal style stops being an effort and becomes natural. Choices start to reflect inner confidence, directly impacting other areas of life. Productivity increases, focus becomes clearer, and self-confidence overflows. This external reflection becomes an extension of internal growth, creating harmony between being and appearing. This is the true power of style. It connects the inner world to the outer one. Thus, with an enhanced style and a renewed sense of confidence, the next logical step is to dive deeper into knowledge. After all, appearance and knowledge together build a complete and influential presence, ready to face any challenge. Knowledge is one of the greatest assets a person can acquire. In a world where everyone seems to seek shortcuts, investing in education is an act of courage and vision. Knowledge takes us beyond, opens invisible doors, and puts us ahead. Imagine the power of understanding the topics that shape the present and future, mastering skills that others avoid. Each new learning is like a piece of a puzzle that gradually reveals the complete picture of success and personal fulfillment. For those who want to grow, it's not enough to know the basics. It's necessary to go further. This means exploring new areas, such as finance, communication, or even technology. Online courses, books, and workshops are accessible options that offer valuable knowledge. Think about how reading a book like Secrets of the Millionaire Mind or learning the basics of public speaking can change how you view the world. Each new learning becomes a tool that opens new possibilities and creates solutions that were previously unimaginable. Furthermore, well-applied knowledge builds confidence. Each new skill acquired increases self-assurance. Imagine yourself in a situation where you need to make an important decision. Those with technical knowledge and mastery of the subject not only act with more confidence, but also inspire that confidence in others. This differentiated posture is visible in professional settings, where expertise on specific topics makes you a reference. Knowledge is power, but it's also humility to keep learning. Education, however, shouldn't be limited to technical learning. There is immense value in developing emotional and social intelligence. For instance, understanding oneself and others facilitates building deeper and healthier relationships. Emotional intelligence courses or readings on applied psychology help understand human behavior, improving both self-knowledge and interpersonal skills. This personal education complements technical knowledge, making the individual even more prepared. It's important to remember that education is an ongoing investment. It's not about reaching a level and stopping, but embracing learning as a way of life. Those who cultivate their minds like a garden, with reading, practices, and curiosity, reap rewards throughout life. Whether learning something new every day or revisiting old knowledge. Learning is a constant source of growth and renewal. Those who understand this transform life into a cycle of evolution. Another crucial point is the practical application of knowledge. Acquiring a skill needs to be put into practice to see real results. Imagine learning negotiation techniques and applying them in contract discussions or daily interactions. Putting learning into practice makes knowledge tangible and creates concrete results. Experience then validates the learning, increasing its impact. Thus, with a mind full of knowledge and experiences, it's time to use these skills to impact the world around you. But to do this effectively, one needs good communication skills. Because knowledge, when not shared, loses part of its value. The ability to communicate well is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful skills a person can develop. Being able to express ideas clearly and connect with people creates opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Effective communication isn't just about speaking well, it's about actively listening and understanding what others really need or feel. Imagine the impact of being able to convey your ideas confidently without leaving room for misunderstandings. In a noisy world, those who communicate with clarity naturally stand out. To master this skill, it's important to understand that the power of communication goes beyond words. Tone of voice, body language, and even pauses say as much as what is said. A practical example is when we're in a meeting or interview. Controlling posture and tone conveys confidence. Those who practice assertive communication find a balance between expressing themselves and respecting others' space. This presence conveys confidence and makes any interaction more authentic and impactful. Another key aspect is the ability to adapt communication to the audience. The way you speak to a colleague is different from how you talk to a friend or a client. Learning to read the environment and adjust speech according to the situation is essential. This adjustment allows the message to be clearer and meet the listener's needs. For instance, in a presentation, it's best to simplify complex ideas to make them accessible to everyone, facilitating understanding. And you can't talk about communication without mentioning the art of listening. Those who know how to listen attentively gain valuable insights into what others are truly thinking. This creates a bond of trust and strengthens dialogue. Instead of just waiting for your turn to speak, active listening allows for more accurate and empathetic responses. This is one of the keys to building genuine relationships, both at work and in personal life. Listening well is a sign of respect that rarely goes unnoticed. Effective communication also involves learning to manage conflicts. Being able to express opinions and viewpoints without creating confrontations is a skill few master. Assertive communication allows you to convey an idea firmly but respectfully. In a work environment, for example, when disagreeing with a point, it's possible to express your opinion with constructive questions, promoting dialogue instead of dispute. This type of communication builds a collaborative environment and avoids unnecessary friction. For those seeking to develop this skill, a great starting point is to study public speaking and persuasion techniques. Books like How to Win Friends and Influence People offer strategies to refine communication. For those who prefer a more practical approach, online communication and presentation courses are excellent options. Learning to communicate confidently transforms how we relate to and position ourselves in the world. Every conversation then becomes an opportunity for positive impact. Finally, mastering communication is essentially about mastering the art of connection. When words are used wisely, they have the power to open doors, build bridges, and leave a lasting impression. With knowledge in hand and effective communication, you become capable of sharing your value clearly and impactfully, ready to influence the world around you. If you want to continue on this journey of transformation, take advantage of watching other videos on the channel that will help you achieve your goals. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any tips. See you soon, and on to the next step of your evolution.